Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am Lou Mangello. You are my friend. Thank you so very much. If you are watching us live, be sure to invite your friends. Share this out over on Facebook. If you're watching on the replay, don't forget to join me here every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern and turn on notifications and see first. This way, if I go live out and about from the parks on the road, you'll be sure to get notified on Facebook. I don't know why it seems like this is the first time I've done the show in forever. But I've missed you guys, and I've been so looking forward to tonight. A lot of stuff to talk about. We want to talk about Toy Story Land, maybe a little Star Wars Land, maybe a little spoiler-free Ant-Man and the Wasp, although I want to get to spoilers as soon as possible because there's so much good stuff in there. But welcome to everybody who's watching live. I love seeing so many familiar faces. I can see them better with my glasses. As well as new folks in the box tonight. It's good seeing a lot of you as well. Jim, I see a lot of you guys talking about this top fans thing. It's something that Facebook just sort of kicked off on their own. I had no idea what it is. Clearly, if you know me, a couple of things. I don't have fans, I have friends. So if I could change that to top friend, I would, and I would take the word top because everybody is on equal footing to me. There's no hierarchy of levels of friendship. We're all sort of in this clubhouse together. So you're all top fans, you're all top friends, you're all part of my extended family. But welcome if this is your first time or your 10th time. I see some people are saying that I'm getting a little bit of a lag. I apologize for that. Since my computer died a month or so ago, I've been using some backup machines that I just don't think have the power that I need to run all the videos. So I'll have to look into investing in a new one. By the way, audio tours still on sale for $10, and I would love for you to be part of. Look, this is the reason why things like the WDW Radio Nation exist, to help literally keep the lights on and the computer running. I know it sometimes seems that all these things just happen by magic, but there is a little bit of a cost to doing business. And more importantly, I would just love for you to be part of the community at WDWRadioNation.com. And also don't forget that a portion of your proceeds and your contributions every month do go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation of America through our Dream Team project. So quick plug out of the way. A lot of stuff that I want to get to tonight. Karen Gonzalez from Wisconsin, where it's probably a little cooler than it is here tonight. It looks like somebody else might be in the rooms. Because normally when I talk to the door, there's nobody there. But tonight, actually, you're right. You stink at being secretive over there. You're spinning around on that like a top over there. Spoiler alert, I do have a very special guest that I flew in just for tonight's show. You may have heard him on the show before, really by popular demand. He's making a rare appearance on the show tonight. You might know him from such shows as the Live Dining Review of X and or what is really becoming his signature line, Unlimited Hot Chocolate and Cookies. He is, of course, Nicholas. Get over here, you freak.
It's Kevin Feige.
You are. Listen, sir, I know Kevin Feige, and you are no Kevin Feige. But get yourself comfortable, man. Make yourself homely here in the box. Becky is not. Does that look like Becky to you? This is child Becky. You do the math. Some people said they knew it. Jamie Hecker, man, it is good to see you, brother. Nikki Keller, I am so looking forward to getting together with you guys as well. Mixteam O'Keefe, great to see you. Lisa, Jim, Mary Wall, so many friends. This is why I love Wednesday nights, right? You think that I lock myself in my office.
Everyone is friends.
See that, Nicholas? Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Lisa says Nick Tyson misses you. He has a little. She says he has a little Nicholas shrine in the corner of his room. She didn't say that, but I just added that myself. Stuart Sternberg, Gail Lorber, you're right. Nicholas is getting too big, too fast. Rumor has it there's a special event coming up just for you, like in like a week and a half. Is it a week? No, 20 days, 10 days, something like that. When were you born again? 10 days. You're going to turn how old?
I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Dude, too soon, man. Too soon for the Toys R Us.
Jeffrey.
Rip Jeffrey. You're going to be a teenager? Ay, Dios mío. God help us and save us. Matt Meeks says hi. Do you know who's my favorite Meeks? It's one of them. It's definitely one of them. Julie Diley, nice to see you. I know I owe you an email too. I owe a lot of you guys emails. I promise I'm going to get to them hopefully this weekend. I'm locking myself in the compound here instead of traveling to catch up on that kind of stuff. Happy almost birthday, Nick. Nick did get the adult chair. I got the kiddie Spider-Man chair. Winner. I'm winning right here. Matt Shane, you are going to get an Alaska cruise show very, very soon, actually. As soon as I figure out putting all that together and trying to bring I wish I could bring everybody on that show.
Yeah.
And just, I actually try. All 167 of them can appear. I'm going to need a few more chairs in the room. I was going to do it on the cruise. We've done that in the past. We've recorded the show on the cruise, but the last day was all about sort of a celebration and a party and a surprise. You guys surprised me, so I did have a Spider-Man cake. It was awesome and delicious. Although carrying around Spider-Man's head for 2 days, including to Cabana's the next day, was awesome and weird. Hello from the Calgary Stampede. I remember watching the Calgary Stampeders during the NFL. This doesn't matter to you. You weren't even born yet. You weren't even a thought. The NFL strike of 80 something, having to watch Canadian football was interesting. Melanie Jones wants to know what's up with the September event. Literally, Becky and I have been back and forth on that. There's a couple of pieces we've been waiting for. Not our fault. Not our fault, but we're going to have information probably within the next week. Maybe, Becky, maybe we can, Eve, I'll have to talk to you. Maybe we can announce it live to, I completely forgot. Wait a minute. I didn't even make a graphic for that. Scott Otis says, that guy Nicholas owes me money. Who's Scott Otis? I have no clue. I have a very vague recollection. Patricia Carlson says the Spider-Man cake was awesome. 87, mixed emo Keefe. You got it. Ricky DJ Technoid, great to see you as well. Next week, I want to double check. I'm pretty sure I've got my dates correct. Next Wednesday, I will be live, but not from here.
Oh, I know where.
Daddy's got to work. Daddy got to bring home. Listen, man, this doesn't happen all by it.
I'm kidding.
I can go back to being a lawyer, and you'll never see me again.
No.
Like Thanos, man, I snap my fingers, and I'll never go back to practicing law, ever. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Oh, too soon. Tears. The Tom Holland.
Sorry.
Now, we'll get to the spoilery stuff, but very long-winded way of saying next week I'll be live, not from here, not from Walt Disney World. Wait, not even from the Boathouse, which is where you would I haven't even done a live show from there as yet.
Yeah.
But next year, really, next
year.
week, dude, I need ginkgo biloba or something. Next week, because I'll be with Becky Mankin from MEI and Mouseman Travel for all your vacation planning needs, but mousemantravel.com. We'll be live from Disneyland, specifically Pixar Pier. There's a 91.3% chance I'll be at the Cozy Cone, or at least have a Cozy Cone in my possession or a near vicinity.
I'm going to be very disappointed in you if you don't.
I promise to have at least 3 Cozy Cones while I'm there. If not, I won't come home until I do. How's that?
My birthday.
Birthday schmirthday. I'll have a Cozy Cone instead. I'll have it for you. I'll have it for you as part of your birthday present. So next Wednesday, and probably Wednesday, maybe even some Thursday, I'll be live. We'll be live. Becky Mankin. Oh, I have to put the graphic up because she gets all mad. There you go. Becky Mankin from MEI Mouseman Travel and I will be together in Pixar Pier, eating our faces off and riding all things incredible.
He's supposed to be at Pixar Pier when really he's going to be at the Cozy
Becky
Cone
says,
eating a cone.
I gave Disneyland my Amex and said, just keep the cones coming. That is why we're friends.
Yes.
I mean, there's other reasons too, but that's pretty much. Father Christopher, I agree with you 1,000%. I do have a great life. I acknowledge and am appreciative and thankful every day for the life that I have been blessed with. Becky's going to love the fact that it's been 110 degrees in Anaheim next week. She's going to that's just That's all. That's Becky loves that. She's gonna be so pleasant to be with when it's so hot there. Speaking of other events, I completely forgot to put these in there too, so I'm gonna go grab them right now. Let's see. Hold on. Images. Now listen, man. When you're Nick, I'm doing it all by myself, man. Hook a brother up. Hang on. We are gonna do some. Wait for it. I gotta find it. I'm gonna be doing 2 on the road events back to back and belly to belly. So the meat of the month actually is going to be this Sunday, July 15th. There you go. At Sunshine Seasons. But let me get rid of this. I am also going to be, let's see. I have to find all of them because I can't find them all. I'm going to be in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, home of St. Vincent's College, Rolling Rock Beer, and Mr. Rogers. I can't wait. I'm going to go see the Mr. Rogers Museum. If you go to the events page on Facebook, you'll see that we're going to be doing a meetup Sunday, August 26th at 5:30 p.m., a location to be determined. And also, why can I not find the other one? I'm also going to be the day before. It's going to be a crazy couple of days. I'm going to be speaking in Latrobe that day, but I'm also going to be the day before at the 11th annual Indie Disney Meet in Noblesville, Indiana. So if you go to the events page at facebook.com/WDW, you can find out more about all that kind of stuff. Becky and Lou, Stranded in the Heat, sounds amazing. It's going to be... Do you know who loves the heat? Becky Mankin. Becky Mankin. But knowing Becky, she'll be wearing black, which she does not know is it's going to be hot as the sun. Because people don't realize it gets a little toasty in Anaheim as well. Mr. Rogers did attend Rollins College, but Julie Trandiley from thelittlekitchen.net, he also, there's a Mr. Rogers Museum at St. Vincent's College in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, and you don't remember Mr. Rogers, but the castle's there, and from the land of make-believe and the trolley car, that is like, I got choked up when I saw it. And I want to go and see the Mr. Rogers Won't You Be My Neighbor movie.
Yeah.
You know?
It's called Won't You Be My Neighbor.
I will be his neighbor. So, as long as there's a red carpet, Becky will be fine. He said it, not me. It's funny because it's true. So, any plans for a group meet in the D.C. area? Not as Father Christopher says, black is an excellent color, though I do tend to wear other stuff in the park. I think the guy who invented air conditioning needs a national holiday. Becky, I know people that I think we were saying this the other day, that have houses with no air conditioning. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they survive because I run hot just all the time. I'm sweating right now, actually. Black is slimming. Well, look, we do what we can. So I need to watch a documentary, and we will. The movie is fabulous. The movie is awesome, says Jeremy McBriar. It's good to see you, brother, as well. He says the movie is awesome. Speaking of movies being awesome, we'll have to... Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man and the Wasp. What, come closer here for a second. No spoilers. Dude, read the words, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. You know what a spoiler is.
Yes.
Okay. Spoiler-free thoughts on Ant-Man and the Wasp from a 12, soon-to-be 13-year-old's perspective. Go.
It's it's nice to see a much lighter movie after the cry fest that was Infinity War, and it's just a very fun movie just to go see, just to adapt to good Marvel movies after Infinity War. Not good, not
right. It's a lighter movie.
It's
Like the original Ant-Man, it stands very much on its own, but I'm taking my glasses off for incredibly added effect.
But I don't think it's better than the original.
Right. Well, some people think it is better than the original because there's,
in my opinion.
And it's a Paul Rudd movie. I mean, he's just, although I love Evangeline Lilly, and I think that there are other characters in that film that I don't know if it was deliberate or not, did not get the attention in the trailers that they deserved. You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly.
You got me, brother. But it's a funny movie. Kids love it. Adults love it. If you do not stay till the very end, just hand in your WDW radio card right now. Like, I mean the end, the very, very end.
All the way.
At all. Just don't, yeah. I want to tell you what. Because literally, the last 1 second changes the tone of the movie completely. The last 1 second. Like, 1 second.
Spoilers, Dad.
I want to say it so much. We are going to have a spoiler show. I had no idea we were supposed to sit through a Paul Rudd movie after Infinity War, but it was great. So well done. It's the sorbet to cleanse the palate after Father Christopher's a funny guy, man. I love Father Christopher. Of course, Becky hasn't seen it yet. I don't see movies whatever. The puppet's all the way back there. I'm not even going to bother. But you do have to see it. I think all the Marvel movies are a must see. But while it stands alone, it does. It's all connected. So no spoilers. Although maybe on the next Nation call, which I'm going to schedule for a little bit later this month, maybe we will have a spoilerific call about things like Ant-Man and the Wasp and some of the other things that are going on. Some of the things that we're starting to hear about Spider-Man Far From Home and a potential cameo. So Into the Spider-Verse came. It's a good time to be a Disney and Marvel fan. So let's see. Let me just catch up back here. I think we need to turn tables on the two of you so I can break it out. Spider-Man! Becky even Becky loves Spider-Man. This chair is sponsored by MEI Mouseman Travel. Andrew, what's that, Nicholas?
For all your vacation planning needs.
See, I got the kid trained well. So, what else did I want to talk about tonight? I also wanted to. Let's talk about. Man, I don't have my graphics up or anything. On last week's show, we did we reviewed Toy Story Land with Becky and Lisa. Shocker, we reviewed it in a lounge. Whose choice do you think that was? Becky Rankin's. Exactly. But it was so brutally hot outside, we needed to. But for those of you who have seen Toy Story Land, I'd love to get your thoughts on it. Nicholas, give me your 12, soon-to-be 13-year-old impressions of TSL. And don't refer to alien swirling saucers by its acronym.
So
think about it for a second. Alien swirling. Never mind.
Okay.
What are you laughing at?
So when I walked into Toy Story Land, I thought it was just going to be the kiddie land of Disney. I thought it was just going to be for like the little kids. But when I walked in, it was much different. It reminded me so much of Cars Land because the theming made you feel like you were a toy. It made you feel like you were in Andy's backyard. The Slinky Dog Dash I thought was going to be the Barnstormer, the new Barnstormer. But it was really even better than like Mine Train. It's so awesome. And the music and the lights, it's the best at night. It was just so awesome and just an overall fun ride. And alien swirling saucers.
Very good.
That was a very fun ride. It's meant for smaller children, but it was still fun just for a 12 and 13-year-old just to sit in one of those cars and listen to the fun music, being in a swirling saucer, and just to have a good time. So that's Nicholas Mangello approved. Thank you. On
a scale of 1 to 10 overall, and you didn't eat at Woody's Lunchbox, did you?
Nope.
Scale of 1 to 10 overall, what do you sort of give the land?
A 9.5.
Wow. From the mouth of babes. So I agree with you, and I think saying that not only is Slinky Dog Dash not a quote-unquote kiddie coaster like Barnstormer, but better than Mine Train, I think speaks volumes about that, because Mine Train has been sort of the barometer for family-friendly coasters. It's the one with the longest line. I think you get better views from Slinky Dog. Obviously,
so much better views.
don't look at Galaxy's Edge. But look at the music is awesome. Yeah. Slinky Dog talks to you. And at night, when the track lights up and it sort of has the chaser lights, I think that land really comes to life. It comes to life. Nick insisted on riding alien swirling saucers alone. So we've ridden Mater's Junkyard Jamboree, which we love, and it's funny because I rode once with Panda and I've ridden Junkyard Jamboree with Becky, and every time I do it, like you can't help but just laugh and smile because it's just like it was just such a fun ride, and I think that's what the land. And I know I said this on the show. It's just a word that kept coming up. Like every aspect of the land was fun. Like. Even the restrooms are fun because when you go in there and I mean the restrooms themselves, but approaching the restrooms and Andy built the girls' room with cooties, right? Because obviously girls are gross and have cooties.
Did you go into the ladies' restroom?
No, I didn't go. No, but the box that he used was the cooties box. You don't remember cooties from when I was a kid. So he built it with the cooties. But if you look at some of the details, that's where I think the land really shines, is in the level of detail that they put in, not the attractions themselves, but the land and specifically like the queue area. So even if you look at things like alien swirling saucers and the little men with the pizza shields in front, but look at how the sign is like clipped in. Like you would clip in, right? Like if you had like a Hot Wheels track and you sort of click in the background, that's exactly how it was loaded in. I love how the design for a Slinky Dog Dash is what he sketched out, but he like didn't finish it. Like I wish he would have put the shark in. And I love the almost a surprise of that second launch.
Yes.
Right? When you sort of stop,
so awesome.
and it reminds me of toys that I had as a kid. I think it's the ideal. It's America's favorite family fun park. It's exactly what Wally World was supposed to be, but with a Disney spin because adults can have fun, kids can have fun, and OMG, how good is the food at? You haven't tried it yet, but the food was so good at Woody's Lunchbox. Tater tots, Nicholas. With chili. Tachos with chili. I'm going to talk slow. And cheese sauce and shredded cheese. A little bit of sour cream. A little bit of chive on top. In a nice big bowl. That's a little party right there.
Sounds like heaven.
It is. It is. And I think because the coaster is exciting enough for adults, but tame enough for kids. And same thing with swirling saucers. You can sort of almost make it spin as when me and Panda rode, there was a lot of weight behind that. So we almost like knocked that thing off of its tracks. So I look forward to going back again. I see Julie Diley that you're going next week. Would love to see you when you're there. I don't know. I'm traveling next week and got a lot of stuff going on.
And the entire thing of Toy Story Land is completed by Sid's backyard right next to you and Galaxy's Edge all destroyed.
Well, I think what's going to happen, though, is they're going to block that off. There's going to be a visual sight line between Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land that is going to block as much of that view. Because Black Spire Outpost is very, very... It's not just horizontally expansive, but vertically expansive as well. Kristen Furman-Simmons, you can't wait to try the Pop-Tarts. On paper, they're Nutella. The hazelnut ones with chocolate sound like they'd be the best, but the raspberry strawberry ones, mind-blowingly delicious. So good. I would love some right now, but Toy Story Land is so far away and it's so hot tonight. There's no way I can make it over there. This is the only reason why I potentially at some point look forward to you driving, so I can be like, Nicholas, I need you to go to Woody's Lunchbox stat and pick up. You're going to be like my version of Luber Eats. Like I'm going to send you out Luber Eats, LuberEats.com. So let's see. Stop hogging the mic. Get the tiny human a mic of his own so I can use it too when I'm there. Do you see how she took you almost as a gesture towards you, but it really was all about making it more comfortable for Becky.
It wasn't all about making it more comfortable for Becky.
No, it is, Nick. Trust me. One day, my son, I will teach you. Let's see. Oh my God, it's April Nouvelle from Naples, from the restaurant. Oh my God, April, I haven't seen you in ages. Talk about a blast from the past. We have to get down to Naples. We're gonna come down to Naples, April. We're gonna come down to Naples, April, and let you know and see you when we get down there. I see people talking about the save the date. Becky says we hope to have an initial announcement next week. That is the plan. It's to quote a famous elder statement. It's not our fault. We are waiting on a couple of details, one of which we got today. But save the date. Go to Mouse Fan Travel. They will also help you book your room as well, because you're going to want to be there from Friday until Sunday. And every day in between. And oh, by the way, speaking of events and save the dates for, I don't know if I mentioned on the show before, that takes place in September. But do you know what takes place in October? 2, not 1, but 2 wonderful events that actually take place at the same time. We know that food and wine truly is the most wonderful time of year. And that's exactly why I scheduled my Momentum Weekend Workshop for the first week in October, October 6th and 7th, with an optional Mastermind Day on Tuesday, the day after. But we announced, I think a week or so ago, our keynote speakers are going to be Dan Cockrell. He's the former vice president of Magic Kingdom and Epcot and Disney's Hollywood Studios. And he sort of follows in his father's footsteps, or maybe it's the other way around. We'll see. And Ashley Eckstein, the voice of Ahsoka Tano, author, entrepreneur, and I have to tell you, like one of the nicest people on the entire planet. Like I love Ashley Eckstein. I'm super excited to have her be there.
Save the date, people.
Save the date. I will have other speaker announcements coming soon, but today, and I'll actually extend it till tomorrow, is the last day for early bird discounts. I think you save more than $100 if you book today. If you can't book today, want to book tomorrow, let me know. It's only limited to 50 people. So whether you're just starting out with an idea, you're a blogger, a podcaster, a video blogger, if you have a product or a service that you're trying to launch or trying to grow your business and really turn what you love into what you do, kind of like this, I would love to be able to help you with other people who have walked the walk themselves. It's not about having people that you can't relate to. It's about people who have been in your position, currently are in your position, and we do a lot of interactive workshop events throughout the day to help you. And if you have any questions, let me know, or just go to LouMangello.com. I am done with the plug. Even Becky says it's momentum and food and wine. She says whining. I think it's a typo, but I don't think it is. I think for Becky it really is whining. Not in a whiny. It's wine as in, W-I-N-E. Lisa says, I'm momentum attendance perfect. We should all get medals. Well, I always have a unique giveaway for momentum. You've got the domino. You've got, what did I give away last year?
Last year was the domino.
Last year was the domino. I gave away something else the first year. Where's the what if frame for those of you who attended the retreat. I'll have retreat announcements coming soon. So lots of good stuff coming. Beatrice Dennis says, I love Ashley's book, Her Universe. I'm a dude and I'm an adult and I love her book as well. I think what she does, it might be her universe, but we all live in it. Yes. Right. And I love Ashley and I love the messaging that she has as well. So let's see. So we've got Save the Date. We've got for September. We've got the Momentum event in October. What else is coming up? Oh, I know. You turn away. Turn away, my child. Don't look at this because I'm going to get grief in the background. Oh, the Lego. Thank you. Don't tell my son, but we're going to Japan in 20. Nicholas, don't. You don't want to see this. We're going to Japan in 2019. It's going to be the trip of a lifetime. Nicholas, I'm only doing it as a reconnaissance mission for you so that we can go together. There are just a few spots left. For our Adventures by Disney to Japan. 11 days, 10 nights. It is going to be literally the trip of a lifetime with an optional add-on. Absolutely.
He's just going to work.
I'm going,
He's
Nicholas.
doing research.
I'm going for you just to make sure that it's cool because I wouldn't want to take you there and it'd be awful.
And so you can buy me some cool merch.
And I promise I will bring you back some cool merch. Like, do you know what? A receipt, some little soaps from the hotel, right? Actually, there's something. I brought you cool stuff back from the Tokyo.
I still have some of the stuff.
Right?
You want to see it?
Like from the hotel. Nah, it's all right. But it's cool stuff.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. Erin says Kyoto is amazing. I cannot wait to go as well. Andrew, yes, you can find her book on Amazon. Casey says your podcast made me a huge Ashley fan. Loved hearing her story. I've known Ashley. I think my first interview with Ashley was 2008, 2009, Star Wars weekends, way back when, and we've developed a friendship and a relationship since then. And she's just a good person, and that's really one of the reasons why I wanted her there, because she has built a business on her own. Again, I'm not trying to sort of plug Momentum over again, but why I want her to be there is not really because of the Star Wars stuff, but because of her passionate entrepreneurial journey. And I think there's going to be a lot that we can take away from her as well. So somebody says, do we need a roommate? Oh, Lisa says we need a roommate or bag Sherpa for Japan. Becky says, yes, we do have some singles who are looking to share. So if you are interested in coming, and you are a single, you can, and they're good people too. I would never hook you up in a room with somebody who wasn't good people. So, would love to have you come with us in Japan. I promise you it will be the trip of a lifetime. And nobody, having taken multiple Adventures by Disney trips, literally nobody does it better. And you get absolutely every cent worth of what this trip will be. And, of course, we always have a few surprises in store for you guys as well. So, I need to win the lottery so my husband and I can go to Japan with the extra days. Becky Stott says Japan is incredible. So, Becky, where in Japan have you visited and how long ago? And what's the one thing? I just can't pretend, don't hide your ears. I can't wait to eat everything in Japan. Like, they need to call Japan ahead of time. There you go. So I'll take it to Japan here, and perfect. Oh. Yeah, Scott. It's because of Scott Otis that I don't room with anybody anymore. Like he single-handedly changed my life because I can't room with anybody because of the snoring, which he denies. Brian Donovan, man, one of my oldest friends and members of the WDW community, going back to the old DisneyWorldTrivia.com discussion forum days back in 2004, Nicholas. That's 14 years ago, because it was January of 2004, and he has been around since then, man. Hope to see you again down here, brother. I miss the old days of the December events and things like that. So Becky says, yes, we do it better because it's always better to go with friends. I couldn't. Aw, Sarah. Faye says, I can't wait to see Japan, the culture, the food, the parks, the food, and the food. I added a lot. Yes. Yeah.
I don't think you emphasized the food.
I don't think so. So Keith Groshan says, I'll raise my rates and call it a Japan surcharge. Keith Groshan's who designed that logo and the Alaska logo. Don't tell him I said it. Stupid talented. What's the site? RocketMonkey.com? Something like that. Rocket Monkey? I don't know. You can link it up. Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. I dig him.
I love your design. You're so awesome.
Kelly hasn't been since 1990. Corrine says, somebody stuffed me in their suitcase. I am already probably going to be an overpack. I'm already going to overpack. I think customs frowns on that. I have found they don't necessarily like that too much. So, what else? You need to say it, St. Almost Steakhouse. So, Chad, for the indie event, it is very much going to be a very quick in and out for me. I arrive on Friday and I leave Saturday. I think I leave Saturday night. No, that's a lie. I leave Sunday morning. I go speak at the college, and then we have the meetup on Sunday night. So, very, very Rocket Monkey, Rocket Juice. Same. Now you got to get rocketmonkey.com now that I said the wrong name.
Rocket
I knew there was a rocket, and there's a monkey in the logo somewhere. Not you, or not the monkey, but well, maybe. Do I get a discount on the trip for speaking Japanese? No, but it helps. Jimmo needs a side gig. Let lots of baggage for. Oh my God, the food I'm going to bring back, Nicholas. The Kit Kats and I just cannot. I cannot wait. So, what was the other thing that I wanted to mention? We've got Japan. We've got Momentum. We've got Latrobe, which Latrobe is the new Japan, basically. I mean, Latrobe is it's almost as exciting as actually. I do love Latrobe, Pennsylvania. You want to know why? I spoke there last year. By the way, if you're looking for a speaker, LouMongello.com, got to keep the lights on. They put French fries on everything. Like, I kid you not. We went to a restaurant. You order a salad, and they put French fries on your salad. It sounds like, I mean, there's not a lot else to do in Latrobe, but you go there for the people, and you stay for the French fries. That I'm going to be so fat by the time I get to Japan. Who am I kidding? I'm so fat now. Will there be a pajama party at Momentum this year? You know, Melanie, there's a lot of ideas that I am throwing around in my head for what I want to do for. I'm not sure that's part of the idea. Do I need anything, Noblesville? Let me know. Happy to help. I'm a planning team, so just holler. I think I'm good. I'll probably, when I get there, is when the panic usually sets in, and I realized how much I didn't have. What does it say? Do the lot cats, I think you mean Kit Kats, taste like the green tea chocolate square on the cheesecake at Satuli Canteen? No. I actually have green tea Kit Kats in there. And look, right there, I'm getting better at this. They're sake flavor. Go pull those Kit Kats down from there. Fine. They're sake flavored Kit Kats. Chuck Lionberger, man, I haven't seen you in ages, brother, but thank you. I can attest Lou is a great speaker. Had him in Roanoke several years ago to speak to our PR Professional Society, one of our pest events, and you were such an incredibly gracious host. You can have one of those? You can. No, I can't. No, listen, dude, I'm so fat and so full. But they're sake flavored. I should maybe I'll just.
You need to do it now that you mentioned it.
Yeah, I'll have one later. I'm so full. We had a nice dinner tonight, though. Yeah. I ate a lot, as always. But thank you, Chuck Lionberger. I appreciate that. So, let's see. If I get snowed in, we'll be asking you not to. David, if I get snowed in August, then something is broken in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. I did get snowed in last year when I was there. But listen, if you have to stay over an extra day, why it better it not be than Latrobe, Pennsylvania. So they do have all the flavors of Kit Kats, which I love. I've got the matcha green tea. I've got another green tea. I've got sake flavored. I think I have a dark chocolate one. I think there was a banana one, something like that. So, and I do love me some Kit Kats. So, I'll have to maybe I'll bring some of my sake flavored ones if there's any left to Momentum this year. So, Chuck Lionberg, let me know when you come down. July is a little crazy for me, but hit me up anyway. We can try and meet up if we can. We can make that happen. So there was something else. Melanie Jones, I did say I was full. So Tony Caggiano, all the way from Argentinian. I think that's not the name of the country. I think it's actually Argentina. The Argentinians like to eat at midnight. So do I. That's how I got this warm, fluffy, Baymax-like shape. So thank you. I would do well in the Spanish-speaking, Italian-speaking, European, anywhere countries. Lisa Kodaker, I'm guessing. It's party time. It's always party time. How lovely to catch you live for a change. It's nice to see you as well. Becky said she loved the 200 different flavors of Kit Kats. Maybe I'll bring back like a Kit Kat prize package and just bring back a whole boatload of different Kit Kats. They need to see. So Mark, they actually do sell. I was actually in Epcot today, by the way, working on something for those of you who are WDW Radio Nation members. I was working on something specifically just for you, and for those of you who get care packages for your platinum members. I have a fun care package on its way to you, and yes, it by fun I mean food related. So. Let's see. Let me go back. If you see a flavor you're interested in getting them as different prefectures have different flavors. All flavors are not available across the entire country. Becky, that is great news. When you see it, get it, because we are going to be hitting like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 or so, 7 different areas of Japan. So now I'm just excited for the Kit Kat. Like, it's going to be the World Kit Kat Japan Kit Kat Tour of 2019. So, and like I said, I believe we have maybe 6, 7 spots left. So if you are interested, please let us know. Remember when I had to buy more luggage? I actually, at least we know where to buy it. I do remember, Becky, like on the last day we went to Expari, right outside of Tokyo Disneyland, for you to buy luggage just for the stuff that you bought while you were there. So, Amber Bramble, I love you to death and appreciate the Join the Nation best group ever. I'm adding a little added emphasis to that. So, there was something else I wanted to mention. Oh, there she is. Jessica Ashley Graziano is she is a new platinum member. Thank you so very much. I got your email with your shirt size. I am putting together your welcome package for you. As soon as that shirt comes in, I will send that right out. I sincerely appreciate that love and support and generosity. It really does go a long way. So, the Sushi Heaven place. Becky, you know, and I'm not saying it just because you're sitting here, that was one of my favorite parts of the trip. Like that, and you were, I will tell you, that was one of you just being at least on the outwardly patient as you were to wait like the 45 minutes or whatever it was for me to go and have like my Edo style sushi, sitting down, shoes off, was just so, I could have sat there all night. Couldn't speak a word of Japanese, didn't know half the stuff I was ordering, but what a blast we had while we were doing that. Welcome back. And you brought a cat, I see. Yeah. There's a cat somewhere. There's a cat somewhere in the house. So, Brad Peters, nice to see you. Andrew Prince, great seeing you as well. I hope you and your family had as much of a good time as we did. I started talking about Japanese food. I get all verklempt. And I did say something nice. That was a wonder. If you thought China, close your ears, Nicholas. If you thought China was good, just wait till Japan. I promise I'll bring you back good stuff. I promise. I might eat half of it or 3/4 of it, 7, 8, 9/16 of it along the way, but it's good. Yeah. So I'm afraid it was so good. No, don't cry. I promise I will take you. Where's the cat? Oh, he's hiding back there. Yep. He wants no part of the camera tonight. So I know I still have in there more Kit Kats. Open up. Don't open up the prize closet. Actually, they should be right there. They should be right up in front. I'm not going to turn the camera around. Like, are they right there where you're looking? Yep. Grab some of those. China was a warm-up. And it showed that you and I could travel together without literally killing each. Oh, my God. I have a lot of Japanese Kit Kats. Yeah. Tell me about it. Oh, that's right. I've got this box is unopened. This box is still unopened. I have wasabi Kit Kats. Another box of wasabi Kit Kats. I have 2. What did I buy all these for? Oh, this is the matcha, the green tea. This one's unopened, too.
All of them are unopened. Except for this one. I'm going to have one.
Go ahead, have one. Yeah, so, maybe I'll have to give away.
Before you went to Japan, you should give these away.
And Nicholas, that's not the stupidest idea you ever had. I think I'm going to give away, maybe on, so you know what, on this week, maybe should I give them away tonight? You know what else? You know what else I have to give away too? I don't want to tell people too much, but if you look over there, there's a Toy Story Land backpack and an opening day Toy Story Land magic, give me that magic band right there.
Opening day.
It is it's a Toy Story Land grand opening magic band.
I don't know if these are good.
Which I'll just eat it. No, it says they expire like July 2018. So yeah, you're good. What do you think? You dig it, right? Mm-hmm. It tastes good and good for you. So yeah, so maybe on this week's show, maybe I'll give away that, or maybe I'll just put it up on eBay. Speaking of eBay, by the way, The Purge Part 3, whatever. Ich-ni-san. Part San, as long as we're talking about Japan. The Purge Part 3 is coming. A lot of stuff in that closet, a lot of stuff in the garage, and even some stuff from back here is going. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one auction a week and just do the Purge. I want to share some of my collection with you. And yes, I'm opening up. I'm literally going to open up the vault. I'm going to open up something because it doesn't do anybody any good sitting in the closet. I might as well share it with people that can use and enjoy it. So bring the Japanese Kit Kats to breakfast on Sunday for desserts. I can't wait to experience Toy Story Land. Let's do 20 questions. Melanie wants the magic bands. I want to try the wasabi Kit Kats. Don't ship chocolate in the or the next booking we get. Wait, Becky says, here's an idea. For the next booking we get for Japan. All right. For the next booking we get from Japan, I'm going to give you a little Japan. I'm going to make you up a Japan prize package. Becky.
Wait.
No. So what I'm going to say that for something else.
All right.
The next person that books for our Japan Adventures by Disney, just go to www.com/ I think it's Japan 19. No, I don't mean just the Kit Kats. I'm going to make up a Japanese. More than just Kit Kats. I'm going to make up for you.
But it's food.
The Kit Kats won't be the best thing in the prize package. I will make up for you a Japan care package to get you ready for your trip to Japan.
So go book it, people.
Oh, obviously.
I mean, I'm asked on travel for all.
Right. If you mention W Radio, obviously you have to say, well, since it's a W Radio trip, I would hope that that's where they're only coming from. So, Becky needs a purge of Disney things. You purge your stuff. I'll buy your stuff. You buy my stuff, and we'll just call it even. It'll be like we'll swap stuff. So,
The stuff swap.
So Becky, let me know, and I will make up a cool Japan care package, prize package. Quentin wants to know what ended up being my favorite experience at Toy Story Land. The obviously answer for me would be Woody's Lunchbox, but that's Slinky Dog Dash. Slinky Dog Dash was an absolute surprise for me. It was a delight for me, and something I want to go. I didn't think I would necessarily want to go back and do again, but I want to go back and do it again just when it's not 132 degrees, stupid crowded with 112% humidity. So, the grease tape does not come with it. I told you, the only time you're going to be able to see the grease tape is when it's, on my chest at my wake, because I'm taking it with me beyond the grave. So you're not going to want it. Nobody wants to see that. Here's a show topic: the top 10 Kit Kats in all the Disney parks. I completely forgot about the Kit Kat. So would you like these? Did you like the matcha green tea ones? Mm-hmm. You want to try this one just for giggles? Nah. It doesn't actually have sake in it.
I'm fine for it.
This was one of the ones I really enjoyed. So, let me know if you're going to put the 20,000 Leagues porthole up for auction. I don't think I'll never say never. But I don't think I'm going to put that one on. I still need to do something with that because it's such a unique item, and it came from an attraction that I loved in the Disney parks. So I'm not sure that rest in peace. I don't know that I'll ever do it. So there's nothing up there now, but it will be. I'll probably in the next couple of weeks. I'll start doing it, but it's going to be www.com/eBay. Will eventually take you to my eBay store. So. Hey, Carrie, how are you? It's nice to see you. I hope to see you, like in real life and in person. I know you're coming here soon. I would love to follow up with you too after our coaching call not too long ago and see how things are going. Jennifer Kaufman, you are not helping. Everybody thinks they want to see it, but really, I'm telling you, I actually haven't watched the grease tape. I'm gonna pull it off there. And maybe I'll I have to pull it literally out of the safe because that's where it's actually locked away somewhere else that you don't have access to. But, and I have to see if it's as bad as I remember it. So, I know the school and the year agree. David, shh. If I purge all the stuff in my basement, I'd be able to join you in Japan with all. Stan, I can imagine how much Star Wars stuff you probably have collected over the years. Disney no longer auctions off their used props and equipment. They used to do it on their own on eBay. Disney had their own, Walt Disney had their own eBay store.
eBayed off the prisms.
Right, but it was before they had a third-party company do it, and I didn't like the fact that they brought it to a third-party company because they artificially inflated prices and things like that. But when Disney did it, right, so those the tri-prisms that were out in front of Epcot centers, a lot of stuff from attractions went, if I could turn back time, to quote Cher, and go back and purchase, I don't know what I would actually do with those prisms, but it would be neat to have.
Right there next to Mr. Toad's.
Yeah, so, what character was I? Oh, I'm not going to give that up now. I'm not going to, yeah. So, wanting to know what character I was. Yeah, nobody's going to. I'm not going to ever say that outwardly, so I'll never reveal that again. At my wake, come on down. It's going to be a party. My wake isn't that. I shouldn't be talking about this for my son, but it's going to be a party. Lots of food, lots of celebrating. Probably not the grease tape. That's all I ask. So, Joe Fu, man, I dig what you do, brother. Whereas he says the grease tape is WDW Radio's Bigfoot. Like everybody sort of heard about it, but nobody's actually really seen it. So, Stan says I can't even move anymore in my basement with all the. Melanie, it was the best. It was the best auction site. They had some really really good stuff. I also missed the Disney eBay, but it probably is saving me money for the fact that they don't have it, because now it's a matter of I have to get rid of some of my stuff, including. I don't know if anything from up there is actually going to go.
Not there, but just a little bit lower down.
Because I've got my, where is it? My Haunted Mansion stanchion. Yeah, some of the things are just sort of personal. Oh, don't you worry. Don't, Nicholas, don't ask questions that you don't need to know the answers to. That's all. Oops, I know. I'm sorry. I'm turning it. Let's. The Looness monster. It is. It's. Oops, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. There you go. So all right. So I mentioned this before because I've heard about this before. The top fan thing. I want to just say it again because it gives me it makes me feel icky. The top fan thing is something that Facebook, in their infinite wisdom, instituted on select pages that have associated groups, from what I understand, on Facebook. I don't like the word top. I don't like the word fan. I like the fact that, come on, you know the spiel. We're all friends.
Is the top fan.
No,
It's
nobody's.
not even a fan. It's their family.
That's right. We're all extended family. They use some sort of complicated Zuckerbergian algorithm to determine the level of interaction that somebody has on a page or a group. I think it's comments, reactions to comments, etc., and then sort of gives that top fan button. I love, in one respect, I like the fact that it acknowledges or tries to acknowledge those who are the most engaged. No, not just engaged at a certain point, but I don't like calling anybody a top fan or a fan. So it's not something that is a WW Radio thing or instituted or even sanctioned by or approved by me. So, yeah. Jim says, how can you choose a favorite child? Oh, I can. I mean, clearly, you are my favorite son by far, without a doubt.
All right.
Will you take that?
I'll take
There
that.
you go.
It's close enough.
So yes, it's not something that I do. I have no approval process in it. I have no control of it at all. Hello, cat. You don't like the camera? This is Aladdin, by the way.
Aladdin the cat.
That is Aladdin, who's like, get me out of here. But you're so cute. Look at his face. Look at his little punum. Look how cute this cat is. This is right. Quentin, you get me. The only time Lou likes the word top is when it ends with 10 snacks at Walt Disney World. That's pretty much true.
Yeah.
What's one of your favorite snacks in Walt Disney World?
It was the curry corn dog sausage in Animal Kingdom, but they took it away because it wasn't selling well.
Well, clearly you weren't buying enough.
Crushed all my dreams.
So what is your favorite snack in, not you, what is your favorite snack in Walt Disney World? Just go, just have at it and tell me what your favorite snack is in Walt Disney World. There's no wrong answer here. Like,
no wrong answer.
if it's sake Kit Kats from Japan, if it's whatever. Where's Jasmine? Is Jasmine out there somewhere? She like see if you can get. She's a little more snuggly and cuddly. Aladdin's like, I'm out of here. Peace out, Aladdin. No, don't give me the blah blah blah. Let's see. Have I seen the Figment? Oh, wait a minute. Have I seen the Figment something?
Figment?
Oh, it's the. Have you seen the new Figment Tsum Tsum? I have not.
I have not.
I have not either. Oh, Shannon, we just bonded because she said Nutella waffle. I'm going to make that look at it nice and big.
Look.
Nutella waffle. Forget who cares about the cat? Shannon's talking Nutella waffles.
That's more important than Nutella.
So, Philip, that's actually very similar to what I wanted to do with the portal. I wanted to mount it and have a video of like 20,000 Leagues playing behind it. I just don't have the time or the talent. Exactly. I don't have the time to do it. Make it happen. All right, so let's see. Classic Dole Whip, Dole Whip Float, Nutella Waffles, Dole Whip Float, Mickey Pretzel, Churros, Dark Chocolate Covered Pineapple. That away, David McIntosh. School Bread in Norway. I did hear that the cheeseburger egg rolls are back. The curse of Lou has been broken. Happy this spring roll has been risen for the dust. Jennifer Kaufman just says yes. Carrie Larson, I agree with you. Where are you? The jalapeno cream cheese pretzel. I dig that one a lot. Yeah, dude. Jalapeno cream cheese pretzel, which I believe
3 words that belong together.
you can only get in Animal Kingdom. Citrus swirl, chicken skewers at Harambe Market. Any of the special pretty cupcakes. Let's see. The Kefka Pocket during food. Jason Rowe, nice pull. Nice pull of the Kefka Pocket during food and wine. Turkey legs. Croissant donuts. It's basically a cronut.
Yeah.
Mickey ice cream bar. Look at Chris Banish just going classic Mickey ice cream bar. Mac and cheese. Nutella fruit waffles. Citrus swirl. Katrina Kenny, does alcohol count if you ask Becky Menken? I'm sure it does. Mark Thompson recently finished all of the numbered WDW radio episodes. Love them. All of them? That's 525. That's a whole lot of Lou, man. Assuming each is... Get out. Get out. That's why you're not coming to Japan. Oh, come back. You can come back. Creme brulee in France Bakery. Food, which is a perfect answer. See, Becky, this is Nutella. I still don't get it. I don't get it. What do you mean you don't get it? How do you not get Nutella?
How do you not get Nutella? It's hazelnut and chocolate. Just
Whatever.
All the best thing together.
Whatever. How about the thing that I showed you today? Don't say anything, right? When we were in Epcot, that little thing that I'm giving away to the nation?
Yes. No spoilers.
No spoiler, but the next time we're in Epcot together, remind me to take you to this place and show you. Wait, I'm going to... Don't say... I think it might be one of the most overlooked best snacks in all of Walt Disney World. And it's the most affordable snack as well. Jasmine, I will go that far and say that. I might have to do a video about that individual snack. No, I'm going to do a top 5 snacks under $5. Right. I'm going to do one of the most watched videos I ever did was top 5 snacks in Magic Kingdom under $5. I'm going to do, stop spinning, man. You give me the dizzies. Top 5 snacks under $5 in World Showcase.
No,
Bang.
Epcot.
No, I'll just stick with World Showcase.
All right.
Because you can get some unique stuff in there. So, look at Scott Otis showing off. I'm going to say the gyoza sausage bun in Tokyo Disney Sea. I'm not disagreeing with you, but not everybody can get to Tokyo Disney Sea unless they come with us to Japan next year. Just quick reminder. A Nutella shake at Red Robin. What? Darlene Nagy from West End. We need to go to Red Robin just to try that. Sea salt caramel sundae at Gear Deli. Laura Dale, I dig that a lot, and I'm not normally a sundae kind of guy. Let's see. Mickey Waffle says Michael Ross's son. Mickey Beignets at French Quarter. Are they like Disneyland's? I was going to go over there the other day to do a video for that, and I just didn't get a chance. So maybe this weekend. Terry Simpson Doherty says you need to stop talking about snacks. They could all disappear. The curse might be broken. The curse might be broken. All the snacks that I made go away are going to come back. Mariah Pop, I'm hoping that the blueberry cheesecake that you're speaking of is the only one that matters, which is the one at the Boathouse.
Yes.
Right? How good is that?
Especially the crumble on top.
Oh, stop it. I'm so hungry. If the curse of Lou is broken, does that mean the pot roast mac and cheese could be resurrected from the grave? Gosh, I hope so. I really hope so.
You were the one who made the curry sausage go
I
away.
killed... Oh, that's right, I did. Because I reviewed that one, too. The Curse of Lou is... Yeah. Chocolate-covered bananas at Magic Kingdom. It's good and healthy. Why are these things popping up so small here? There you go. Does poutine at Disney Springs count? Does she even need to ask that question? Like, of course, does it count? It's probably one of the highest on my list. And I don't know why they say it's a shareable size. It's two.
For one person.
Right. If you get more than 2 or 3, then it becomes shareable by definition. Yeah. Otherwise, the poutine with the squeaky cheese, oh, it's so good. I'm a classic poutine kind of guy. How many times do we have poutine at Tap and Barrel in Vancouver?
We got 4 orders of poutine.
And then we got
2 days we were in.
And then on the way back, we went and got it again.
Yes. Oh
I think we ordered too much that last day.
You can never have too much.
That's true. That's true. So, God, I want to go back to Vancouver just for the poutine.
So awesome.
Let's see.
Go to Alaska, spend a couple extra days.
Jaffa cakes. Martin Shergold, I still have Jaffa cakes downstairs from what you sent me. Always trust a big guy when it comes to food, and I'm a pretty big guy. Cheese bread, pulled pork, tater tots at River Roost. Donald, nice. River Roost overlooked for food. I have to do that as a review. I'm going to do that as a review on a night when we go see Yeehaw Bob, because that's the way to do it. Let's see. Let me go catch up here. Tonga Toasts, Club Cool Soda, the free snack, also a good pull. Boathouse Baked Alaska. All I saw was Boathouse, and I'm like, yes, whatever you say, Amber Bramble. Who has one of the best names, Amber Bramble? It just sort of rolls off the tongue. Katie Rose, wow, blast from the past, says, I still love the podcast about snacks in Disneyland with you and Becky. That's for ages ago. That was a long time ago. Becky, we'll have to review some food while we're there, too. So, let's see. Tito's Cupcakes at Sprinkles. A Nutella shake at Red Robin with a typical meal. All the poutine, says Karina Rojas. I'm with you. I've never met a poutine that I didn't like. I love me some poutine. Becky, I hope that we have time in Disneyland, not just to record the email show that I'm going to bring with me to record, but maybe a little snack action while we're there, too. Maybe. What? Maybe we'll have to review the food at Pixar Pier. What? No, I mean, I'm doing it for you, Nicholas. I will take one for the team. Exactly. Why can't you get a good churro in Florida? It's absolutely the humidity. What was that word? What word did I just say? No, you can't get a good churro because there's the humidity. Because sometimes if they sit there for too long on a hot, humid day, it does affect it. But you got to, if you...
The best churros are the ones on Galactic Nights that are late season.
Oh, the red and the blue ones.
It just feels so good to eat.
Let's see. Orange Grand Marnier slushy in Epcot. Now you're speaking Becky's language. I don't know why these things keep popping up so small. We did order too much, but we ate it all because that's what we do. Lobster corn dogs at Paddlefish. Those were good too.
Yes.
The appetizers at Paddlefish better than the entrees.
Yes.
Like you could just go there and get appetizers.
Lobster guac.
The lobster guac. It's worth going there just for that.
Yeah.
How could I possibly be hungry? How could I even be thinking about food? Dude, we just went out for food. Let's see. Cookies and cream donut at Aaron McKenna's. I am not going to get to go to San Diego Comic-Con. If I went there without you, then I think you would kill me. You would literally murder me. You would murder me.
I would not murder you if you went there and got me some of the exclusive stuff.
Well, maybe I can make that happen. The gyros or heroes that used to be sold on a cart in Pleasure Island were the best. I was I talking to you guys about that the other day?
Yeah.
Pleasure Island, when it was downtown Disney.
An old video where we saw like
That's
the
right.
Adventures Club.
Oh no, it was the video when I did the balloon.
Yeah,
the balloon video.
When it just opened.
That's right, when it still used to be.
I saw the Adventures Club.
Rip.
Rest in peace.
That was one of our best events ever. That was one of our best events. So much fun.
Jeffrey the Giraffe's hanging out right now.
Oh, but Jeffrey's retired.
That picture of him in the little vacation outfit.
Who would have ever imagined,
So
for those of you of my generation, that, lived and breathed in toys. Look, when I was explaining to Nicholas today, we were in the car, when you wanted a toy or your parents were, going to buy you a toy, there was no Amazon. The department stores didn't have toys. Even the malls only had things like Toys R Us was where you went. Like, it was the place to go buy toys, and it was an experience to go there. If you would have told 10-year-old Lou Mangello, and I still remember going late at night to get my little Battlestar Galactica handheld, like, video game thing with the little red dots, like the Mattel football thing. I can see it like it was yesterday, like the boxes up in front where they held the electronics. Anyway, if you would have told anybody that Toys R Us one day would shutter its doors, but you know what? Do you know who Toys R Us has to blame for closing its doors?
Amazon.
No, Toys R Us has to blame Toys R Us. Toys R Us thought it was invincible and didn't have to adapt to a changing landscape and environment of the way and how and where consumers went shopping. They thought they were untoppable. Untoppable? I just made the word up, and I don't care. I like it. They were the Radio Shack of toys. So stop talking about the lobster guacamole already. Go get me lobster guacamole.
Can't drive yet.
Could
Your
you?
daughter almost
We should
left.
just get out.
I'm kidding.
What? Don't
I'm kidding.
touch.
I'm kidding.
You really just said that to me.
I'm sorry.
That might be one of the most hurtful things.
I
Whatever.
didn't mean to. I just
Yes, you did. Yeah, you had to go to Toys R Us or KB Toys. So, but oh my God, Marla Chan used to look at the Sears catalog for Christmas. I mean, that was part of the fun of the holidays, was looking at the catalog and circling the toys that you wanted Santa and the elves to make for you, because you didn't go buy a Christmas present. The elves made those for you, right?
Yeah, right.
Right. So, the toy catalogs of Christmas, that was an exciting day, right? And the catalogs were huge, like the Sears catalog and the Toys R Us catalog. They were awesome. They were, and I think that was part of the fun, and really started to sort of usher in the holiday season. So, Children's Place, Spirograph. There are a lot of the things that you see back here are things that are actually from my childhood. So I don't know if you can see you don't have to get them down, but like my Han Solo blaster and some of my Spider-Man toys and where's the Star Trek stuff?
Right there.
Like,
Down there.
I don't know if you can see.
I don't.
No, it's okay. So the Star Trek stuff are things that I had when I was a kid. There's still a couple of things that I wish that I had, and there was an auction for one of them that I saw like a year ago, and I regret to this day not getting it.
Aquaman?
No,
Like,
nope.
little
I don't even.
thing.
So you probably don't even know what this is. They were called Ricochet Racers, and it was like this long. It was like a rifle that was yellow and had a red handle that you loaded in cartridges, and there was a Spider-Man and Captain America playset, and one was a Spider-Man cartridge. You loaded into this gold thing. You load it in like it was almost like a rifle, and you put it down. It had a little red handle that you put down, was like a safety, and you put it down and you shot it through these little targets. And there was one on eBay like a year ago, and I should have bought it, and I regret not, because it was one of my favorite toys as a kid. And I wish I still had my Evel Knievel that you sort of wound up, and an Evel Knievel took off, and I know, stupid things that we remember from our childhood. So one of the things that I love about, so I have a small collection of some old comics from here. One of the things I love, when we were talking about this, when we go to the comic book stores, no, not that one. No, it's okay. When I look through the old comics, it's not just the way they smell, but the old ads. We were talking about Sea Monkeys the other day. I should have bought the Charles Atlas thing, because I was a 98-pound weakling. Now I'm an 198-pound fat guy in a little coat.
You're not fat, you're fluffy.
I'm fluffy, but call it what it is. So Mark Thompson found his Stretch Armstrong. So I remember Stretch Armstrong, and my brother put his in the freezer, and it totally ruined Stretch. Like, whatever was inside Stretch Armstrong didn't stretch anymore, and he had a very weird consistency. And he used to like push his face in, and it wouldn't come back out again. But
when rubber gets frozen,
I'm gonna do one day. I want to do something one day where we sort of go back and reminisce, or even pull out some of our favorite toys. When Becky said you earned every pound, I think that's a little mean and mean-spirited. But I did. I worked for this body. I actually worked. So your Star Trek Enterprise disc launcher, Christopher Stank? What? Wait a second. Do you mean this Star Trek Enterprise disc launcher, where you put the discs in and I still have my discs too back there, the little yellow discs.
Yep,
and wait, better yet, you open up the bottom, and the little Galileo 7, I still have. I don't know how it survived since, this is what, 1978? 1975.
1970.
All the stickers are still on it. Like, when I saw this come out of storage, I may or may not have cried just a little bit.
Can I take down the Infinity Gauntlet?
Don't touch the Infinity Gauntlet. Yes, that you can take down. Wait, just don't knock over everything. He's going to knock over everything. Bill just sold one of the Evel Knievels. Melanie Jones, why am I not paying attention to your auctions, and why are you not letting me know ahead of time? Richard P. had the old one look like a gun. I know exactly what you're. I also had, do you remember the old, it was a blue plastic gun that shot discs, and used to load the discs in. It was almost into like a magazine. They were little round discs. Oh my God, I can see it. You slid the discs in on the side, and I don't remember what that was called. So that will not be on eBay either, just FYI. So
this is a Lou Mangello prized possession.
The Marvel chair is lit, and this was actually a surprise gift from Becky Mankin. I love my Spider-Man chair with the Spider-Man. I love the Spider-Man.
I got his old chair.
So, let's see. I just saw someone else mentioning some other Chatty Cathy, Mr. B. Oh my gosh. You saw a mini Stretch Armstrong. I don't want the new Stretch Armstrong. I want the old Stretch Armstrong. Mark Thompson. I still have my Luke Skywalker land speeder with the hood that pops open. I have that in the garage, along with my original 12 Star Wars mail-away action figures, still in their original packaging. So Nicholas should snap his fingers and see if all the Disney snacks that went away come back. No. Never. We don't want any more snacks to go away. So.
I don't know how to snap the stop.
Yeah, don't snap, because you don't know. We don't know what is possibly going to go away. So. You never watched He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, did you?
I didn't watch it.
No. Your uncle used to love He-Man. That was a little bit after me. He had Castle Grayskull and all that kind of stuff. I still have that. No, what I'm going to do one day is I'm going to bring out some of my old toys. I still have my Mego Star Trek Enterprise Bridge playset and my Planet of the Apes playset with Rock Me like Dr. Zayas, Rock Me Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas. Eat Me Amadeus, Rock Me Amadeus, nothing? Whatever, you're too young for that. So
I'm sorry.
So Karina Rojas, I miss my Steve Austin doll. And who didn't love Oscar Goldman? We all had the Oscar Goldman doll with his oh-so-magical briefcase. So, 2XL, oh my God, 2XL. Jeez Louise. A rock tumbler for polishing rocks. Of course, Stan Sol has two. Becky, you're right. If we keep talking about the old toys, I will cry again because I will get... So, one of the things that I had as a kid... it was a shrunken head kit where you would take an apple and you would skin the apple, and it was a kit where you'd carve like a face out of the apple and you put it in this thing and it would shrink the apple down and look like little shrunken heads. They were awesome and creepy. It was like Shrunken Heads. It's creepy, but it was awesome. There was a lot of weird things. I still have my puppet, my Hugo, the Master of Disguise, which was like a bald puppet, and it came with all these disguises for it. So, but somewhere in my garage is either very well hidden my Mego Spider-Man still in the box, or I am.
Or Thanos snapped his fingers.
I am concerned that somebody stole it. And I'm thinking it's more to the latter, that either when people were at some point, my Mego Spider-Man from 1974, mint in the original box, one of my prized collectibles that made it from the move. It didn't make it from the unpacking, and I'm just hoping that it's buried in a box somewhere. I think.
One day I'll go through the whole entire garage with you.
I hope so.
Find it.
I hope so. So, Father Christopher got what I was talking about. He made those Applehead dolls in school. So, no, the little shrunken head kits were so cool with apples. There was another one that I had too. Gosh, I could go down memory lane for some of the toys that I had as a kid. Shrinky Dinks, where you colored them up. Do they still make Shrinky Dinks? And you put them in the oven and they shrink down and they get like hard plastic?
Shrinky Dink paper where you can cut them out, draw whatever you want on them, and then...
I like the ones that you colored in, the Marvel one.
They still make those ones too.
Yeah. I even have some of I have some of my comics and some of my collectible books from when I was a kid too. So one of these days I'll have to pull some of the things I'm going to put up on eBay. So, including some of the things, don't tell them what it is, but see that in there in the closet? That's going to go on eBay.
Oh, no.
That's going to go on eBay. So there's, this is not going to go on eBay. That's going to go on eBay. That thing in there, that's going to go on eBay.
Is that going to go on eBay? Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are going to go on eBay too.
Sorry,
So.
I was at a weird angle.
So, yeah, I'll just try and remember some of the other toys that I had when I was. All right, Thanos, before you snap your fingers, put that up there. And so, yeah, and you guys can share some of your. Oh, speaking of things that I want you to share, segue. If you haven't heard this week's episode, top 10 things to happen in, at, through Disney in the past 10 years, not just in Walt Disney World, but in the theme parks as a whole, the Disney company as a whole, movies, TV. I would love for you to comment, to call the voicemail at 407-900-9391. More importantly, this is the best way that you can help the show and me and our community is by inviting other people to it. Take a link to this week's episode, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram or Pinterest, wherever you and your people live, and invite your friends to become one of our friends. And I would love to hear what you think, in the past 10 years has been one of the most important or impactful personally or as a whole for Disney in the past 10 years. Father Christopher wants to know if the whiteboard with all the info going on eBay, I bet Becky would bid on it. Do not say anything. Nicholas, who is your father? You. My DNA is in you. I love you. Don't ever tell anybody what's on that board. Ever. Especially, see that one right there? Don't mention that ever. Okay. So, I'm working, things that I'm working on. And Becky only knows about maybe 11% of those things. And that's not, and that's 12%. Nice reference. That's my kid right there. So, Ted Bolt. Yes, this is Nicholas right there. Say hi to Ted.
Sup, Ted?
Sup, yo. Lewis point. Christopher, I would never put you guys. I would never trade you guys for any amount of money in the world. So, but yes, there's things on the whiteboard that are either in progress or are on the list of things to do. So, and thank you for your addition to the board today. I like the addition to the board. Yeah. So I won't mention that either.
The only stuff that's on the board is just the plan for every single Marvel movie that's ever going to come out. Kevin Feige came over our house
So
today, and he just wrote everything that was going to happen. So.
But all right. So let's see. What else did I forget? There was something else I wanted to talk about too. I probably didn't mention the. Oh, don't forget. So somebody asked me. I am added, and I have added since this. I put this graphic together. There's a whole bunch of new Marvel and Disney and Star Wars shirts on the WDW shirt store. Stay tuned. Usually on weekends, there's always sales going on. I try to remember to tweet out and share out when they do. But if you're looking for, somebody asked me about logo gear and things like that, that is where you can find it. And what else am I forgetting, Nicholas?
Nothing.
I think that's about it. I think that's about it. It's almost 9 o'clock. I'm sure these people want to. So, what is my most listened to podcast? So, Marissa, that's a great question, and my honest answer is I don't know. So, I'm not a numbers guy, and what I mean by that is I don't. The numbers don't matter to me, and what I mean by that is I'm not one of these people that checks the number of hits and visits and downloads and likes and shares and all that stuff because it doesn't matter. I care about the people who are listening, not always being worried about trying to grow. So I check my numbers only when I have to, or for a question like that. I can guesstimate what some of the most popular episodes are. I switched hosts a while ago, so I sort of have two different sets of numbers. I would have to look and see which episodes. I'm sure it's one with Becky Menken from MEI and Mouse Fan Travel because who doesn't love Becky? Right? Everybody. That's what the show was originally going to be called. Everybody Loves Becky. They couldn't get Becky, so it became Raymond instead. So Everybody Loves Raymond. But we all love. Stuart says, I love Nicholas on the show. Lose a big kid, but it's pretty awesome to see him being a dad to his son. Aw, hugs. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Yeah. Aaron Van Quill, it's nice to see you, and welcome to everything, by the way. What else are we forgetting, Nicholas?
We're good.
So, a couple of things. Don't forget that next week I will be live with Becky Menken from the aforementioned MEI and Mouse Fan Travel. Live, not from World, but from Pixar Pier in Disneyland, starting on Wednesday and through Thursday before I return home. Don't forget to save the date. Excuse me. We should hopefully, maybe we'll even have an announcement next week from Disneyland about why and where you should save the date. If you're interested in coming to Momentum, whether you're a solopreneur, entrepreneur, have an idea, or want to take your business to the next level, you can come to Momentum in Walt Disney World during Food and Wine, October 6th and 7th. The early bird discount ends today. If you really, really, really want to get in tomorrow, let me know. I'll extend it one more day just for you for watching. I appreciate it. What else? What else am I missing here? Don't forget the Indie Disney meet is going to be Saturday, August 25th. The Latrobe meet is going to be Sunday, August 26th. And the meet of the month is going to be this Sunday from 10 a.m. to 11:30 inside at the Sunshine Seasons Food Fair. What do you mean, finally? I know it's so hot out. Excuse me. I think that is it, Nicholas. I am super happy that you joined me on the show tonight. You actually are going to be on next week's show that we recorded just the other night. Won't give it away. Won't get away, but it. Momentum, Kathleen, if you're interested, by all means, please let me know. A lot of people are betting top 10 smells is on the list.
Disney, the nappiest place on earth. Top 10 places to nap.
Top 10 places to nap. People are asking about it. So I'll look at my stats and see if I can find which one is which. Somebody wants to know, what is your favorite restaurant on property? I am not going to prompt you. Go.
Boathouse.
That's my boy right there. We did not talk about this ahead of time. You are not paid to endorse.
Not paid to say this.
We do it because we love it. Just like this. I do this. We do this. I love this. Is my favorite part of what I do, other than the actual meets of the month in air conditioning, because I want to look in your eyes. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your story. I want to give and exchange that handshake and a hug with you. But this is why I do what I do, and this is why I'm so grateful. And I don't know, I wish I could think of another word to express my gratitude to you and for you for being part of the show, for listening, for sharing, and for the love and the support that you give to me and my family, because that's exactly what you are. You're part of my and our extended family. Don't forget to join us live next week from Pixar Pier in Disneyland. Go to the events page at facebook.com/WDW to find out about upcoming events, and to go to Lou Mangello to find out about Momentum, some one-on-one coaching. Oh, I have only 2 spots left excuse me, for my weekly mastermind group, which meets every Tuesday. So if you want that sort of ongoing accountability, support, and help, go to LouMangello.com, click on coaching, or shoot me an email message. And
so you can trust
oh, thanks, Nicholas. So,
he's taught me very well.
oh, shucks. Thanks to all of you for all of your kind words. I'm just quickly scrolling back to see. Thank you, Nicholas. Good times tonight. Good times tonight, and Kit Kats for all. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope that you have a great night and a great week, and I look forward to seeing you.
Exceptional night, and we will see you later.
Peace.
And unlimited hot chocolate.
What's that again?
Unlimited hot chocolate.
There you go, from the mouth of babes. I love you guys. Have a great week. See ya.
See ya, people.